All right, so Shiang's account here. We're on iOS. We gotta take a look to see what's going on. This is not a tap account. This is an iOS account. Ooh, returning players. So, who's that? Current with the tier 3. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, Valkyrie, that she was the hero you built outside of Ada. And honestly, building light heroes and getting Ada copies back in the day was ridiculously hard to get. Like, you had to be a true whale to get even like one Ada on your account. But Valkyrie, and then Sigmund. So you had the burn meme team going right here. I mean, all these heroes back in the day were good. I was popping off back then. Yeah, I mean, you had the good counterattack. Sigmund was never great in PvP, but Sigmund was like, I don't know if you guys remember, besides a scary army, Sigmund was pretty much the best PvE damage dealer, let alone damage support hero. So like, he put up some crazy PvE damage back in the day. He was a god of PvE. Because even if you didn't use him as your main damage dealer, he was amazing for support. But the thing was, he was amazing as damage dealer too. So if you built him offensive, he was crazy. Heart Watcher, yep. Berea was actually not that bad. Berea was required to get to Sealand 10 back in the day because back in the day, Sealand 10 was the hard. It was like you couldn't really get past Sealand 10 unless you had a full account of E5s. But back then, nobody really had that. I mean, you had to have an E3 King Barton and a 10-star Berea, and that got you Sealand 10 done. And that was the easiest Sealand 10 to do as well. Shia, I mean, she wasn't bad back then. Vesa. So this is very reminiscent to, I would say, about this time in 2019, actually. This account right here would have been a decently solid account in August of 2019. Although we just had anniversary, we had Amon Ra pop up, stuff like that. So, hey, what's up, Crazy Tim?
Welcome back to Twitch, Barry.
Oh, thank you so much, man. But yeah, so here's the thing. All of this isn't useful anymore, except the Heart Watcher. This is the one thing, Shiang. It was good. Not so much anymore. Okay, we got to figure out what we can do to start recovering this account. Teddy, Gift, and Reed a tier 3 sub. Thank you so much, man. Good lord. Yeah, so this looks very accurate for 2019 Sealand too, getting one Sealand done. Okay, you have the deer pet, which again, not a great pick for a first pet. Back then it was amazing because there wasn't a such thing as a phoenix, but now that the phoenix is out, this is kind of one of the most important pets to go for. But I wouldn't stop at this point. Just finish the deer out and then start on the phoenix next. That's going to be something you can do. I mean, technically, you do have the gold resources to just regress it. You could do that. You could rebirth the deer and just build up the phoenix instead. Yeah, that actually might be a good idea because you have 2.6 billion gold, and that is more than enough. I would highly consider doing that because that's going to help you pretty much in every single game mode because Phoenix is just like top tier. Teddy, you are killing me with these subs. Another one for Nino. Teddy's just giving subs to everybody who's a regular here on Twitch, it seems like. But yeah, the resources are off the chart. Ooh, we even have some star spawn cores. Interesting. What is this? A VIP 7 account. All right. Resources are decent. Save for the next big event. Hopefully you have enough for this event coming up. That is something you can consider. What is this? Open to get one. Oh my god, this is so old. Wait, when were the glory chests around? What event was that? That's a really old chest. Man, that's interesting. Okay, we got some artifacts here. Any pay to wins? Doesn't look like it. No. All right, let's check the heroes out real quick. We got Valkyrie. I mean, this is this bone standard Valkyrie for back in the day. Even nowadays, if you are going to use a Valkyrie, pretty much how you're going to build her. Sigmund, we have an invisible attack. So yeah, you kind of use them a little bit offensive, which was smart. HP. Yeah, I mean, pretty standard. The one big issue is you are pretty wide on 10 stars, but to be fair, unless you're going to build a sword flash first and you only have 62,000, so you're not really close to getting that done. Yeah, and thank you guys. We had a level 5 hype train. Thank you guys so much. A V4 Valkyrie sounds hella fun, not gonna lie. The problem with V4 Valkyrie is she's like another year away from potentially getting imprints, because next up is Oberon sometime later this year, and then Valkyrie is going to be much later down the road in the like the 4th wave of imprints coming out, if they even do that. So yeah, I mean, number one, Vesa is probably food, although if you can make her to 10 star this week, which you can, do that, because you're going to potentially get some bonus rewards this week. Maybe your first pay to win artifact being the Punisher staff. You have a really good chance at that. No hating on Vesa. Vesa's okay. I mean, Sword Flash, I still think until we see Vesa, Sword Flash is the best first Transcendence hero to get now. Just overall, best overall. I don't think there's anybody that can really deny that now. But everything else is pretty much food here. Let's see what your copies are. You could build a Horus, but you know, he's good early game, not that great late game. He's potential. No real copies you got to worry about here. Yeah, you literally just have all the copies from 2019 essentially. Let's check out your shards. You got a, oh my god, you got like 2 10 stars right there, or 9 stars, 2 9 stars. You got Drake will be awesome for PvE, but really no hero copies, and no real hero copies here either, besides like a Garuda or a Horus. So the game plan on this account, in my opinion, try to get Garuda copies. So that's the other thing. You need to work on your chapter system. If you do work on the chapter system, you're going to get Garuda copies that you can swap the Valkyrie for Garuda. I think honestly a Garuda wouldn't be that bad of an idea, since you already have a Forest hero built. I would consider swapping her straight up. I believe you have soul stones, right? Yeah, you got 25 of the soul symbols. Yeah. Sigmund, don't continue building him. Just leave him alone for now. If you had Ithaca copies, I'd say she'd be a great one, but you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Horus copies. I mean, to be fair, I would consider just regressing the Sigmund and building a Horus up to try to get high in Sealand. I think that might be what your task is, and then feed like the Shia, or feed the Berea and another 10 star into it to make it your first E5 outside of Valkyrie. You know, the one downside with Garuda is she's not going to be great in tower. She's not going to be great in a lot of places. I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to idle for a month or two. You're going to have to try to get the 5-star hero chest from things like Sky Labyrinth. Just get as many hero copies chests as you can. Don't open them. We'll revisit this in about a month or two. Don't worry if you're not a tier 3 sub at that point, Shiang. Come back to me, say, hey Barry, I've saved up. I have like 3 or 4 chests now. What do we decide? Don't open any of the chests for hero copies just yet. Save them up. We'll come back. We'll figure out what the best option is, because the one thing on this account is there's no seal lands even close to being done. And with Valkyrie, you're not going to get Forest done. So we need to figure out a route to get you a seal land 20 pretty quickly, and then you can continue building as well. What I'd also suggested is, if you don't mind playing multiple accounts, start from scratch. Start a brand new account and brand new server as well, because you'll be amazed at how fast you can build heroes nowadays. Before, back in the old days, it took like 6-7 months maybe to build your first E5 hero. Nowadays, it takes one month to build your first E5 hero. So that's probably going to be what you need to focus on. And we will revisit this account, I think, in about a month or two once you get some chests, and we'll figure out what exactly should be going on.